And did your mom work, or she
No.
worked at home? Yeah.
She just took care of the kids.
Uh-huh.
Daddy worked on the railroad
Okay.
part of their time. And then later years, he worked in an orchard, apple orchard. But I remember he was working on the railroad, and they wanted to send him to Pennsylvania, transfer him to Pennsylvania. And his mother cried and didn't want him to go, and begged Mama not to go, so he wouldn't go. So then he started working in the orchard, apple orchard. And that's where he spent most of his life, working in the apple orchard.
Tell him about the CC. Grandpa Shorty worked on the CC.
Oh, yeah, he worked in, during, I think it was 1933, 34. He worked on it as a CC camp. He was kind of a foreman over a bunch of guys. And they built roads and bridges and stuff.
Yeah, during the Roosevelt time.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And these bridges, there's one bridge back there we call Grandpa Shorty's Bridge, and he built.
I've been there.
Have you?
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
We got to tour the grandmother's house and the bridge. Beautiful stuff.
So did you have siblings?
Yes.
I had 4 sisters and a brother. Well, then Mom had twins that were born premature. She had a boy and a girl that was born premature. And then there was another baby died when he was 8 months old with pneumonia. I had a big family.
And so your mom probably cooked over a wood stove.
Yeah, we had a wood stove. We never had electricity until about, probably 1930 something, before we had electricity. And we used to, in the summertime, when after the thrashing, people thrashed their wheat, we had bed ticks, and didn't have mattresses, and you would fill those bed ticks with new straw. And then by the next time that we had straw, it would be going down so you could feel the slats in it. It would be pretty fine chaff, by the time it was next week.
So you filled them once a year in the fall after the thrashing.
I can remember those old bed ticks would be so fat you could hardly get up in the bed. But by the middle of the winter, they'd be down pretty flat. Yeah. And I don't think we had a mattress until, probably 1930 something, when we had mattresses. And we didn't have it. We lived there where we didn't have telephone. Some people had telephones, but we didn't. And
you had a well outside for
what?
water. A well for water.
A spring.
A spring. Okay.
And then we had a spring box. They have a little house built up over the spring, and there'd be a trough run from a spring. The water runs through a trough. And Mom would set her milk and butter and things in a crock, put down that water and put a rock on top of a plate over top of them. And that was a refrigerator. But it was as cold as a refrigerator almost.
Yeah.
They were really, springs come out of the mountain, and that water was just ice cold. Yeah.
And an outhouse.
Yeah, and outhouses every place. Yeah. Every time it was time to go wash dishes, we had to go to the outhouse. And we stayed a long time. I hated washing dishes.
Yeah, you'd have to heat the water on the stove.
Yeah. Well, we had a wood stove, and they have a kind of a reservoir on the side. So whenever there was a fire in the stove, it heat that water in that reservoir. So you had hot water, and all the time you had a fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so it sounds like you were kind of in a rural area.
Yeah, it was. Very
So you had a garden. Did you have
yeah, Mom
cows?
always had a garden tend.
That's where Thurman got bit by the copperhead
Yeah.
Ooh.
on his big toe.
Yeah, we live close to the mountain with a lot of snakes. And my brother got bit by a copperhead. It was about 3 months before he got over that.
Wow.
He was,
Didn't your dog get bit by the copperhead too?
Oh, Billy.
Old Billy?
oh, we had
Didn't
a
he
dog.
get bit by the
Then we
copperhead?
built a bulldog. And he got bit so many times
Oh,
it hardly
yeah.
made him sick anymore.
He'd try to kill all the snakes there.
Oh boy.
That dog, he hated snakes, and he'd just grab them right in the middle and shake them till he killed them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mama talked a lot about old Billy. She liked that old dog.
Yeah.
And did you have like dairy cows or beef?
No,
or
we just had one cow just for milk for
for milk.